Keşke bir İsviçre çakısı gibi yanımıza taşıdığımız cennet ve cehennemleri. Keşke atasözleri ve görsel efektler sayesinde şefkate benzettiğimiz kötülüğümüzü. Keşke güzel fikirleri saran ataleti deterjanlı suya batıralım. Keşke iyi niyetimizi çelik bir penseyle, keşke kadınlar gibi yalnız gecelerin de vazgeçilmez tedirginliğini, keşke sırılsıklam aşklardan doğan felaketleri mantık çerçevesinde, keşke sevişirken rastladığımız pagan tapınakların yıkık duvarlarını, keşke köşesi kırılmış ucuz bir hediye gibi çocukluğumuzu, keşke keşkelerin avuturken yarattığı tahribatı somut örneklerle, keşke bütün hayatları aynı anda, keşke büyük dertleri büyük bir devrime ertelemeden, keşke bütün ölümleri teker teker ve bizzat yaşayarak, keşke anlamsızlığın kendisini bir tıraş bıçağıyla, keşke. If only, like a Swiss army knife, the heaven and hell we carry with us. If only, thanks to the proverbs and special effects, our malice that we liken to compassion. If only, the inertia besieging all good ideas, soaking it in detergent water. If only our good intentions with a pair of steel pliers. If only, like women, the lonely nights too, their inescapable disquiet. If only the disasters born of love-lorn hearts in the neat framework of logic. If only the ruined walls of pagan temples we encounter while making love. If only the cheap gift with nicked corners, our childhood. If only the bruising consolation of if-onlys through concrete examples. If only all the lives at once. If only the great troubles without waiting for a great revolution. If only all the deaths experienced one by one and personally. If only the absence of meaning itself with a razor blade. If only. Behavior of words. Every word that leaves my lips shifts from shape to shape. Like two hedgehogs, they copulate in the air at times. The words turn into ice and fall on the ground. Mixed among the clouds, they become meaningless at times, like kittens. They even refuse being loved. They feed on carnation petals thrown at demonstrations at times. They surrender to the wind along with the pollens. Like pigeons, they trust too easily, and not just at times. Whenever I glance at you, they contest my glances. They may shift from shape to shape, but only care for each other. The words, they don't even notice us. They are small egrets perched on a cow's back. They don't care a whit about the world, or know that they change the world. The words bind us together, like the quietude of a river, unaware that it binds mountains to the sea. integrating. Soon, everything will be ending. And while we are waiting, we give each other new names. They understand their sound, but not their meaning. They come to us jumping over the fence, surrounding our memory like little children. They must be thirsty, trailing behind us to the river like fawns, like Olympian gods. If we tell them their meanings, they will burn up like meteors entering the atmosphere. Since we are gods ourselves, wandering this world with our new names, we don't need to make wishes. Don't need them to console us. Time is running out. We slip the words into the river carefully. We let ourselves go, sucking water from each other's mouths. Shifting shapes. The sea is a stained tablecloth. You forget that each sea is also a little desert and sit at the head of the table. You wonder whether the desert can really take the color of the sea, like a sky under your feet. Actually, everything assumes each other's color, like a cactus needle and its root. Our shape-shifting emotions are enjoined. You and I, will we really fall in love? I ask. Your color diffuses. I dip my fingers into the water. You take off your clothes, unconcerned, and start swimming in time's translucent sands. Time turns into a large, newly painted room with sofas and lampshades. Right away we start shifting the furniture around, as if changing the world unconcerned that we are splashing the hardwood floor. Morning mythology. The gods were still asleep. My joy of life was feeding on my fear of death. Dust had gathered on the dreams I told you about. I'd been steering my youth like pushing a shopping cart, slow poke, hip shot. The gods had not yet started their daily course. The dreams I didn't tell you about, I was making into gifts and souvenirs. My morning cheer was feeding not on people, but, strangely, on my fears. The gods were still yawning. The worlds they made, some already worn out. I had turned to you, was wearing away, but not turning into you. At the end of every dream, the ants, returning from a wedding, waved white towels at us. When I woke up, my power over them, what I had seen, poof, would suddenly disappear. I loved you, but was feeding on the loneliness of others. I don't blame you for anything. We haven't taken a long drink yet this summer. I'm starting to forget my dreams quickly. The gods have planted their jaws at the road ends. They drink our sweat at breakfast. Strangely, not our blood.